Alright, let's get into this video here talking about the Marvel cancels Blade and Wonder Man. And yep, it has been going on a lot recently with these whole shows getting canceled with Marvel, especially the black shows and stuff. So I just kind of wanted to look over this video and see what these brothers was talking about here with these cancellations. So let's get into this real quick.
Marvel, it seems like they learned from the lesson from the last phase. They don't have inconveniences like hurdles and things hurting the business like COVID and a writer's strike. And they already said we're not putting out a whole shitload of TV
don't
shows.
Have a bunch of shows diluting the brand.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, in all fairness, they're messing up for a while, and then they've been killing it the entire time. So
no.
I'm gonna give James Gunn
but the big thing people on their ass about is how they've been doing their black characters dirty.
Who?
Marvel.
Oh, really?
We had to cancel Blade.
You haven't seen this on?
Wonder Man.
Yeah,
it's canceled.
Well, Armor
Blade.
Wars. Yeah, Blade.
Blade
Armor Wars, Wonder Man, and then how they did the Captain America.
I think they did a couple other shows too. I think they said they were doing a Moon Girl thing and all types of other black characters, and they're canceling them. And it's like, all right, y'all, we just can't keep on with this. It's either you're gonna do this or you're not gonna do it. It's like, come on, man. And I hear a lot of people say about Blade, it's like how hard is it to make a movie about a black man in a black trench coat going around killing vampires? In America, we already know that we love ourselves some supernatural shit. We love us some vampires and werewolves and all. There's a perfect end right there. And y'all gonna sit here and act and tell us that oh, nobody's gonna care about it? No. I believe that it's just because y'all are scared of what all of the attention that the Blade movie is going to get, and it's going to probably say something about certain things, but we're just going to let that kind of just play out as it do. I'm going to get back into this here.
Yeah, stuck him in a Hulk movie, and now, Steve Rogers is back, so Sam Wilson, you can shuffle
get your
over
black
here.
ass to the side.
Yeah, that's another thing too. That's kind of corny that they brought back Steve Rogers. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that there needs to be something that makes sense for him coming back in that movie, because to me it's a little corny, to be honest. It's a little
Yeah, right.
Boy,
Here's your shield, man. Fine, take it. Right, but you see what Mahershala Ali said, right?
Yeah.
He was just like, look, man, they got $1 trillion. They wanted to do this, they'd have done it.
They would have done it.
So y'all ask them. Don't ask me about it.
He's like, ask somebody else. I'm out.
I'm out.
Yeah.
And then with Riri Williams, that was a half-ass production. And then Moon Girl, even though it won Emmys, they canceled that.
So, y'all know me. I will always, in fact, I get criticized for bringing up race and pointing out what I think is happening when other people don't see it. But I would say, I don't know if it's in the case of Blade, yeah, if they really want to actually make that a priority, they could. But I think Wonder Man is just a casualty of them restructuring, because they're pulling back on stuff on streaming.
But they had already announced the second season.
I know. That's why I said they want to do it, and I think they just at that moment that's when they said, "All right, the whole business strategy is to pull back on that." I don't know if that affected what is it, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur or whatever.
They could put Luke Cage in a film.
They were all.
Yeah, I'm waiting for them to do something else with Luke Cage. It's been when was the last season of Luke Cage? 2018 or 2021 or some shit? That was way man, come on now, y'all could make this stuff a priority. All these other stuff that y'all putting out that nobody cares about, it's come on, man, y'all could do something.
It's gonna bring. I wish they made a better movie with Captain America. I still think it was good. It's not as bad as some people say, but I do think it was. They could have made a better film. And listen, that's where being black does affect you. It's because if that movie had made a lot of money, then they would have made Sam Wilson more of a priority. but they were always going to bring Captain America back anyway.
They were always going to do that, and there were always going to be people that hated him having that shield.
Yeah.
That's just all there
But
is
that was
to it.
they will.
Yeah, like that was undeniable. Like undeniable that it's gonna be a whole issue with Sam Wilson being Captain America, as if it's like people who talk about this and who are mad about it are people who like, have you read the comic books? It's not like this is something that's like completely out of nowhere, but also at the same time, it is kind of like, I mean. It wasn't like I hated it. Also, it wasn't like it wasn't like the best option because I like Falcon as Falcon. I don't think that he needs to pick up the shield, in my opinion. I really would have just liked Falcon just being his own person, his own thing, make his own team, and never tried to be like another Captain America. Not because of he's black or anything like that. Just off of just some like I just think he could do better. Like. Than that. Like he could do his own thing and go way farther and inspire a whole another team of people that are, probably cool as hell, way cooler than the original Avengers at that. Like you never know. Like it's just just taking those leaps, just taking those leaps and seeing what works, see what sticks to the wall, what doesn't.
That into the story. That was a thing to make out of it. Also, with Kane.
Kane, I was just thinking that.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you can't use Jonathan Majors, but you could have recast that.
You could have
that role.
recast a black person.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we always said if there was anybody that was easily recast, Kane.
Yeah.
That's from the multiverse dude.
Yeah.
Where there's a million other black dudes out there that could have been cast, versions of himself.
Yeah.
That are out
War
there.
Machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they were supposed to do a whole Armor Wars thing with Rhodey, and now that's canceled.
Yeah. But again, I think that's part of just the restructuring with TV.
Yeah. How come all the black people are getting restructured?
Right, exactly.
Well, they're taking off some. Aren't there some other shows that they are removing too that don't have black people? I mean,
You tell me. You tell me.
yeah.
Exactly. As far as I know, that they're coming out with this new thing with Vision, talking about Vision Quest and pushing all these other things. With all this now, I'm kind of hesitant of the Black Panther movie now. That I'm like, I feel like it is gonna come out, but just kind of being on a little bit of alert and being cautious and not being blindsided when it's like, oh, we're pushing back or we're delaying. Like I'm not gonna be like too surprised about it because look what they're doing here.
I don't know.
Not that I want that to happen. That's the thing. It's like I don't want that to happen. I don't want there to be a new Black Panther movie or just somebody like Luke Cage, Blade. Like if they finally keep on, like if they do decide to bring that back, which doesn't look like that's happening anytime soon. But if they was gonna make a bunch of other black characters, Moon Girl, with her whole show that was out and stuff like that, and like y'all could do this stuff, y'all can make these priorities. It's just come on, even Nova, that's one of my favorite characters that's finally getting, I think they said he's getting a movie. Nova, like even with that character, like I'm expecting that movie to come out, but how many people, to me, in my opinion, how many people actually know about Nova enough that they're not going to like delay it or push it back or do whatever the hell they want to with the story? Like, how much faith am I going to put in them to not do that stuff,
I just know there's stuff that they say just not making that many TV shows anymore, and there's characters who are not getting any more seasons. Like what happened with Moon Knight, even though he's not completely white.
Right.
But, what happened with Moon Knight?
Yeah. I mean, they mentioned that they were going to do more, but I mean, unless they're going to roll them into the Marvel Knights thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, y'all go check those brothers out. Y'all go do that, run it up, like their video on that. Have a discussion about it and talk about it a little bit. What y'all thoughts on the whole, like them canceling, Wonder Man and more seasons of Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur and Blade and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure people have already talked about it enough, but I'm pretty sure there's some more thoughts people have on it besides just like what these fellas here had to talk about. So yeah, go run their video, go do that, go do all that stuff, and yeah.